Today we're going to be talking more about the parts of speech, and particularly looking at how words function in sentences. Our specific focus is going to be on how nouns and pronouns function. A word is classified as a noun or pronoun, may function as a subject, an object, or a complement in a sentence. In this lesson, we will take a look at how to identify nouns and pronouns functioning as subjects in the sentence. So, first, to be able to stand alone as a complete idea, a sentence must contain a subject and a predicate. A predicate contains the verb and says something about the subject. The subject is who or what the sentence is about. If you're looking to locate the subject, first locate the verb or verb phrase. Next, ask who or what. The answer to this question will be the subject, unless of course the group of words is actually a fragment. For example, Katniss and Peeta won the 74th Hunger Games. Let's first identify the verb, which is won. If we then look for or ask the question who or what, we will see that who or what should be Katniss and Peeta. Therefore, the answer to this question is Katniss and Peeta is the subject of the sentence. More tips for locating the subject. When a sentence is a command or a request, the subject is always you. This can sometimes be a little bit tricky. So, the you is understood even though the word you might not actually appear in the sentence. For instance, leave me alone. The subject here is you because the person giving the command to an unmentioned person. So, we call this the understood you. Another example would be please clean up your mess. You is understood even though it's not written in the sentence. Therefore, you is the subject. Some more tips. Do not separate a subject from its verb with a single comma. The goat, comma, chewed on my shirt. This is incorrect because the goat is the subject and chewed is the verb, and you do not want to separate it with a comma. To find the subject in a question, simply convert the question into a statement. For instance, into which building did he go? Reword the sentence. He did go into which building? The subject here is he. The words there and here are usually not the subject of the verb. There is called an explicative and usually indicates that the subject will come after the verb. When the subject comes after the verb, it is called transposition. Example, here is the culprit. The subject is culprit and the verb is. Example 2. There is a strange smell in the cafeteria. Here the subject is smell and the verb is. This can sometimes be confusing because usually we think of the subject coming before the verb, but with here and there, it's usually flipped. Subject-verb agreement is also very important. A verb must agree with its subject in number. Singular subjects require singular forms of their verbs. Plural subjects require plural forms. The number of the subject is not changed by a phrase following the subject. So, the conclusion of the group members is final. This is correct. However, if we said the conclusion of the group members was final, this is incorrect. The subject is conclusion, not members, so we need to use a singular verb. Oftentimes we try to use a verb that's associated with the closest noun, and in this case, members, which is plural, is not the subject of the sentence. It's the conclusion of the group members. Remember that prepositional phrases do not contain the subject. Subjects joined by and take a plural verb. The cat and the mouse were sworn enemies. Were here is the verb because cat and mouse then is plural. Subjects joined by or nor take singular verbs. Either Lucas or Billy is going to cause trouble. Make sure you are careful when the subject follows the verb, as in questions and sentences beginning with here and there. Make sure you pay close attention to whether the verb agrees with the subject. For example, There's probably multiple reasons why Cindy could not make your Ninja Turtle birthday party. This is incorrect because the verb theirs, which stands for there is, does not agree with reasons. It should be there are probably multiple reasons why Cindy could not make your Ninja Turtle party. Please bring your questions to class tomorrow. We will be discussing and reviewing this more during class.